2 months ago, under the citizen public comment period, someone came forward and talked to the council about wanting to remind us how special the commissions, the volunteer commissions in the city of Moscow are, and how much they work for the city. And I'm not sure that, I know that at the following council meeting, the mayor didn't really address that because I think the comments were addressed to the city council in particular. And as a self-appointed committee of one, I've decided tonight to make some remarks about that. Every council member up here has either sat as a commission member or as a representative of another agency to one of the commissions. And just playing in my head, I believe we've got close to 50 years of a commission time represented up here in front of you this evening. We were told that we were not paying attention to committee input, not paying attention to the fact that we get paid and the commissioners don't, that the commissions work really hard so that we don't have to, and that we, and the comment was made, previous city councils had completely disregarded the efforts of the commissions. Well, as a former commission member and chair of the Transportation Commission, I just sat down and off the top of my head listed over 6 things that the Transportation Commission put forward over the 9 years I was on it to the various city councils that were not agreed to. And I really don't remember any of the commissioners on that Transportation Commission, and there's at least 2 of us up here tonight, 3, that really were that upset about it. I mean, we didn't like it. We had worked really hard on the items. We thought we knew what was best. But we did accept the fact that the final decision is made by the elected officials of Moscow. I don't want any of the commission people to get upset such that they would quit. And that was a comment that was made to us as well. I just don't believe that should happen. We do appreciate the input of the commissions. Now, sometimes the commissions, though, I think, should possibly take the temperature of the council before they come to a conclusion that they put before us and then are upset when it's not accepted. A letter to the editor recently on the same topic stated that there was concern over the present council's treatment of input from residents. We want to try to change that, but I would not suggest that we do it by agreeing with everybody that comes before us or every group of 3, 4, 10, or even 50 if we don't believe that's the direction the city should go. It was stated in the letter to the editor that input was devalued, where it's deteriorated to the point of being ignored. I don't agree. I believe that we pay attention. Again, we may not agree. And the word ignore comes up quite often. The 2 issues that really I think brought this up, and I'm not here to debate them again tonight, though, were the megaloads and then the P&Z recommendations on the large retail establishment ordinance. Regarding the latter, in April, when the City Council and P&Z met in joint session, the minutes reflect, quote, that the City Council would like the Commission to prepare and conduct a hearing upon an ordinance that would remove the requirement for the conditional use permit and the economic impact study for LREs. I mean, you couldn't have had a more clear signal to the Commission of what the thought of the Council was prior to an action than if you had written it on a poster board, stood up behind home plate, and said, throw a strike down the middle. Now, they were not expected to not debate it, to hold public hearings, and if they wished, come to a different conclusion. That's certainly their right. But I'm just saying that I don't think that they should be that surprised if we didn't agree. They did add some other requirements to it that we had not thought about or talked about, and we accepted that, the neighborhood meetings. So I don't know if any of the other city council members wish to say anything. I haven't talked to them. I'm not suggesting that they do. But we do pay attention. We appreciate the volunteer time and effort that the commission's put in. We have all done it. I personally put in a year chairing the Transportation Commission talking about sidewalks, and then had nothing happen. We're finally doing some things, but that was started, that ended 4 years ago for me. So we work hard on commissions. We listen we listen to each other. We talk. We work out details, and then we bring it to the council if that's our desire. And we try to convince the council to agree with us, and the council may not. And as someone said, this and other councils have not agreed with things that commissions have brought forward. There are there's more than one of us that are on the city council tonight because of commission work and possibly not being totally tickled about councils agreeing with the commissions we work so hard on.
You do.
I would encourage anyone on the commissions that thinks that they're not being heard, run for office. I would encourage you to. I did it. And if you can convince the citizens to elect you, then you get in a position to tell the next commission, we don't agree with you either. We do agree sometimes. We really do. We appreciate your input, but please don't expect that we're going to say, you do the work, we'll just vote yes. Because trust me, these council people up here work just as hard on every item as the commissions have. They may not sit and debate it as long and for many weeks and months, but we do educate ourselves and are ready when something comes before us. I don't know if any council member would like to say anything. If they would, I wouldn't mind, Mayor, and if they don't, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Well, I think in that renewing our focus is, quote, we may highlight good deeds, good news, and the people and activities that inspire us and make our community great. And so I would like to try to revert to that tone for subsequent renewing our focus segments. You're certainly allowed, you have the prerogative to state your opinion, but
thank you, ma'am.
I'd like something a little more upbeat. So we won't continue this, but I'd be happy for you to lead the Pledge of Allegiance if you'd like to do that. The upbeat part was complimenting the commissioners and the commissions for their work. Walter, did you want to lead the pledge? Next.
I didn't know if you wanted to recognize Wayne or not.
Not on this topic, thank you.
Would you join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?